Today, July 21st, is a day unlike any other. A moment woven into the fabric of eternity, marked by the divine hand of God Himself. This is not just another sunrise or another tick of the clock. It is a sacred appointment, a day that carries the weight of countless prayers lifted to the heavens, a day infused with the power of prophecy. It's as if the angels themselves have written this moment into the timeline of your life, their celestial hands guiding your soul to this very second. You are here for a reason, not by chance, not by accident, but because your destiny was preordained to intersect with this divine revelation. Something monumental is stirring, something that has been prepared in the spiritual realms for months, perhaps even years, and it is now ready to break through into your reality. This is the day when God's voice thunders with clarity, when the heavens declare a truth you cannot ignore, when the Archangel Michael himself steps forward with a message so urgent, so critical, that it demands your immediate attention. Picture this: Archangel Michael, the mighty warrior of heaven, is not whispering softly or speaking in gentle tones. No, his voice is commanding, his presence electric with divine authority. He is issuing an order, a heavenly decree that reverberates through the spiritual atmosphere. Open this now. This is not a suggestion or a casual invitation. It is a mandate from the angelic host, a call to action that cannot be delayed. Why the urgency? Because a surprising, life-altering message is on its way to your home. This is not a small thing, not a fleeting moment of good news. It is massive, unexpected, and carries the power to shift the very foundation of your life. If you hesitate, if you let this moment slip through your fingers, you risk missing what heaven has been meticulously preparing for you. The stakes are high, and the time is now. You may have sensed it already, that strange tension in the air, that unexplainable feeling that something is about to change. Perhaps you've noticed the way opportunities have slipped through your grasp, the way relationships have crumbled without reason, or the way your sleep has been interrupted by vivid dreams filled with symbols, warnings, or even names that linger in your mind when you wake. These are not random occurrences. They are not the product of an overactive imagination. They are signs of spiritual interference, a deliberate attempt to keep you in the dark about the truth that is now being unveiled. There is someone, a woman, who has been standing in your energy, attempting to claim what rightfully belongs to you. She has been a shadow in your life, cloaked in deception, working to block the blessings that God has destined for you. But today, God is saying, enough is enough. The veil is being torn away, and the truth is coming to light. This woman, whoever she may be, thought she could hide her intentions. She thought she could keep her secrets buried, that her schemes would go unnoticed. She came into your life with a smile, with words of kindness, perhaps even with gestures that seemed like loyalty or care. She spoke spiritual words, offered help, and made you believe she was on your side. But behind the scenes, she was building a wall between you and your divine purpose. Every time you trusted her, she took a piece of your light. Every time you forgave her, she mocked you in silence. Every time you believed her, she whispered words of sabotage, planting seeds of doubt and confusion to derail your path. She was not just a person. She was an assignment, sent to disrupt your destiny, to delay your season, to steal what God had marked for you. But her time is up. God is stepping in, and He is exposing her for who she truly is. This is not about gossip or petty drama. This is a spiritual battle, a war for your inheritance, for the blessings that carry your name in the heavens. Archangel Michael is pacing, his sword glowing with divine fire, his voice shaking the very atmosphere with urgency. He is sounding a trumpet, calling you to wake up, to see the truth, to understand what is at stake. There is something coming to your home, a breakthrough, a contract, a revelation, a message, a visitor, or a confirmation that will change the trajectory of your life. This is not a small gift. It is a divine delivery, sealed by heaven, guarded by angels, and protected by Michael himself. But to receive it, you must be awake, you must be ready, and you must let go of the ties that bind you to deception. This woman, this hidden adversary, knew this day was coming. She sensed the power of what God was preparing for you, and she tried to stop it. She tried to delay it, to attach herself to it, to claim it as her own. But heaven has blocked her every move. Her plans have been thwarted, her schemes undone, because what is coming to you is yours alone. It is signed in the spiritual realm, marked with your name, and no one can steal what God has ordained for you. But to fully step into this blessing, you must understand the depth of what has been happening behind the scenes. This woman was not acting alone. She was driven by forces of jealousy, bitterness, or even dark spiritual influences. Her mission was clear: confuse you, block your path, and keep you from entering your season of divine fulfillment. She studied you closely, taking note of your weaknesses, your dreams, your desires. She mimicked your mannerisms, your speech, your style, blending herself into your life so seamlessly that you thought she was safe. But in the spiritual realm, she was opening doors of chaos, speaking against you in secret, planting doubts that made you question yourself. She would pray with you in one moment and curse you in the next. She touched what was sacred, what belonged to you, and tried to alter your path. But she forgot one crucial truth. You are a child of God, and God does not allow thieves to prosper. Today, the heavens are lifting the curtain, and you are about to see with divine clarity. Conversations you had with her will come back to you. Her words will sound different in your memory, and the puzzle pieces of your life will begin to fit together. That strange delay in your life, that was her influence. That sudden financial loss that made no sense, her hands were in it. That relationship that fell apart without explanation, her jealousy fueled it. She didn't attack you with weapons you could see. She attacked you with intentions, with subtle manipulations, with spiritual sabotage. But now, those intentions are being exposed, thrown into the light for all to see. Archangel Michael is not calm today because your moment is too important to miss. He is shouting, "Open this now," because the window of opportunity is narrow, the veil is thin, and the angels are watching to see what you will do with this truth. Will you hold it tightly, or will you step boldly into the freedom it brings? This exposure is not just about revealing one person's deception. It is about your spiritual elevation. God is using this moment to train you, to sharpen your discernment, to prepare you for the next level of your calling. This woman thought she could dim your light, but instead, her actions are becoming the catalyst for your rising. The things she stole are being returned, the lies she spoke are being undone, and the spiritual falsehoods she used to cover herself are dissolving. You will watch her mask crack, her influence fade, her plans backfire. Not because you sought revenge, but because God's justice is perfect. When He decides to lift you out of the mud, no force in heaven or earth can stop your ascent. You may be wondering, why now? Why today? The answer is simple. July 21st is a divine appointment, a moment when the clocks of heaven align with the earth. God has been watching you, hearing your cries, collecting your tears. You asked Him to speak, and this is his response. You wondered if you were imagining the tension, the sense that something was wrong. You weren't. Your spirit was picking up on the truth, and now that truth is breaking through. Along with this exposure comes restoration, a divine repayment for all that was taken from you. The surprising news headed to your home is not a small gesture. It is life-changing, a blessing so big that it will shift every area of your life, financially, emotionally, relationally, and spiritually. This woman who tried to claim your blessing will not even get to witness its arrival. The angels are already preparing the pathway, clearing the way for what is yours. People around you may start acting differently. Some will distance themselves. Others will panic because the spirit of exposure is moving. Only those with pure hearts will remain in your circle, because God is making room for the right people, the right connections, the right opportunities. Do not cling to what heaven is removing. Do not mourn the exits, because every departure is creating space for someone or something sent directly by God's hand. In the coming hours, you may feel a stillness, a quietness in the atmosphere. This is not emptiness, it is divine strategy. Heaven is rearranging your life, aligning resources, shifting people, and cleansing your path. Angels are working behind the scenes, and your name is being spoken in rooms of influence you haven't yet entered. Miracles are being written into your story, and when they arrive, they will come in ways that feel unreal. A stranger may offer unexpected favor. A document may land in your hands. A message may arrive that changes everything. These are not coincidences. They are the fingerprints of God, the evidence of His promise manifesting in your life. The delay you've experienced is over. The curse is reversed. The blockage has been exposed, and heaven is declaring, "Now, my child, it is your time." God is not just exposing one person. He is dismantling a spiritual system that was built to hold you back. He is breaking old contracts, silencing false accusations, and removing the garments of shame that others tried to place on you. You are being clothed in power, in light, in divine authority. Your presence will shift rooms, your words will carry fire, and your ideas will unlock doors. This exposure is not just for your protection. It is for your elevation, a preparation for the greater assignments God has for you. But there is a warning wrapped in this promise. Do not look back. This woman may try to re-enter your life, to apologize, to play the victim, to beg for your trust again. Do not be deceived. Her actions are not rooted in repentance, but in manipulation. Your peace is not negotiable. Your calling is not up for debate, and your destiny is too important to be entangled with those who only love you when it serves them. Let her go. Release her access. Cleanse your space, because what is coming to your home must arrive in an atmosphere of peace. When this surprising news arrives, it will be unmistakable. It may come as a phone call, a letter, a visitor, or even a dream so vivid it shakes you to your core. Whatever form it takes, it will carry the weight of heaven, the confirmation of every quiet belief you've held in your soul. You will feel it like thunder in your chest, a peace so deep it will bring you to tears. This is not an illusion. It is your moment. God is not waiting anymore. He is releasing what is yours, and no force can stop it. The divine momentum of this moment, July 21st, continues to unfold, carrying you deeper into the heart of God's plan for your life. The heavens are still vibrating with the urgency of Archangel Michael's command, and the atmosphere around you is charged with the electricity of divine intervention. This is not a fleeting moment. that passes with the ticking of the clock. It is a sacred window, a portal through which heaven is pouring out a revelation so profound that it will reshape your understanding of your past, your present, and your future. The surprising news that is racing toward your home is not just a single event. It is the beginning of a cascade of blessings, a divine unraveling of everything that has been held back, stolen, or delayed. God is not done speaking, and the message he began is now expanding, calling you to lean in closer, to listen with your spirit, and to prepare your heart for what is about to manifest. You may still feel the weight of the exposure that has just taken place, the shock of realizing that someone you trusted, someone who stood so close, was working against you in secret. It's natural to feel a sting, a rawness in your soul as you process the truth about this woman's intentions, promises that were broken, or subtle signs you dismissed because your heart is kind, because you always choose to see the best in people. But hear this: God is not angry with you for trusting, for loving, for giving grace. Your pure heart is not a weakness. It is your strength, the very reason heaven has stepped in to protect you. You didn't see the trap clearly, but you stayed open to God's correction, and that obedience has unlocked a divine reversal that is now in motion. Right now, as you read these words, the spiritual realm is alive with activity. The next few hours are a divine courtroom, a sacred space where your name is being cleared, where every lie spoken against you is being dismantled, and where every false agreement made in the shadows is being broken. You don't need to argue your case or defend yourself. You don't need to confront this woman or explain your truth. Her season in your story is over, and God himself is editing the narrative. The chapters she tried to write herself into, the ones filled with deception and manipulation, are being rewritten by the author of your soul. This is not just about one person's exposure. It is about your transformation, your preparation for a higher calling, a deeper purpose, a greater anointing. God needed you to see this truth, not to punish you, but to train you. He needed you to recognize how close the enemy can get, how cleverly disguised a lie can be, how even those who seem loyal can carry toxic assignments. This was not a moment of defeat. It was a moment of divine education. You've been through the fire, and instead of being consumed, you've been refined. Your discernment is sharper now, your spirit more awake, your heart more aligned with the voice of God. You are no longer the person who tolerates manipulation or ignores the quiet warnings of your intuition. You are stepping into a new version of yourself, one who walks in spiritual authority, one who carries a light that cannot be dimmed, one who is ready to receive the fullness of what God has prepared. The surprising news that is coming to your home is not a random occurrence. It is a divine delivery, a package sealed with your name, wrapped in the promises of heaven. It may arrive as a phone call that shifts your perspective, a letter that confirms a long-awaited answer. It will bypass normal channels, defy logical explanations, and arrive at a moment that feels both surprising and deeply right. When it comes, do not hesitate. Do not question whether you deserve it. Receive it with open hands, with a heart full of gratitude, because this is your reward for enduring, for trusting, for holding on when everything seemed to fall apart. If this message has touched your heart, ignited hope in your spirit, or brought clarity to your soul, we invite you to like and subscribe to stay connected to these powerful divine revelations. Your support helps spread this message of God's love and truth to others who need to hear it. Today, July 21st, is not just another day, is a divine moment, a sacred turning point, where heaven is moving on your behalf. Consider sharing this message with someone who needs encouragement. And if you feel led, you can show extra love through a super thanks donation of up to $20 to help keep this ministry thriving. Your generosity is a seed planted in faith, and God's love flows through every act of kindness you share. You are seen, you are cherished, and you are destined for greatness. May His peace and blessings overflow in your life today and always.